mother leopard. A dozen wild dogs surrounded it. If I hadn't found a dead tree to hide from, it has long been in the belly of these wild dogs. The leopard's up high. Wild dogs can't reach, but they are willing to be together. The wild dog is not prepared to let the leopard go so easily. They run towards the leopard's den, searching for signs of leopard cubs. They're going to drive leopard pups into extermination. Two leopard cubs hide under a rock not far away. They were terrified, hiding in the cracks and not daring to move. The mother leopard can only watch helplessly. He is incapable of competing with wild dogs. Lucky again. They evaded the search of the wild dogs. Wait until the wild dogs are far away. Ichiwebo's mother quickly returned to the nest. This place can't stay any longer. They need to be heavy. Find a new safe haven. 2. The little guy was taken to an unknown place. Even Ichiwebo's mother can't tell if it's safe here. The flower treasure is named Saba. Their family hasn't had food for a long time. Saba is out this time. You have to hunt for food. He has his eye on an antelope in the distance. If you can take it down, they are in the next 3 days. No more worries about food. Saba quietly lurks beside the antelope, prepared to launch a lethal strike. But now, the squirrel in the tree is tipped off by the antelope. The antelope is aware of the danger. Start running away. Saba is very fast, but he's too tired now. He lost the opportunity. The longer Saba hunts outside, the greater the danger to the pups. He is unsure whether the new lair is safe, but he can't go back empty-handed. The difficulty and risk of hunting owls, much smaller than an antelope. But it can guarantee that it will not starve to death in a short time. The cub in the nest has not seen its mother return. Start to get restless? They are so hungry. One of them chooses to leave the nest. Run all the way down. This is a very dangerous behavior. Danger lurks in this uncharted territory. Anna is a pregnant priest. He is looking for a suitable place. As your own lair, he came to Saba's place by mistake. Cats can never coexist peacefully. If he finds Saba's two cubs, he will kill them without mercy. At this time, Saba just returned to the nest. He found that the young that had left the nest had not returned. He was distraught, calling out to the cub. After some searching, Saba has finally found his child. But it was too late. Saba is no match for the lioness at all. He dared not attack rashly. You can only approach slowly. The chances of rescuing the cub are slim. He must learn to accept this harsh reality. Saba hides in the tree. He was devastated and powerless. Only open. I watched my child get killed by a lioness. After the lioness kills the pup's cub, did not eat it, but left the cub where it was. His purpose is obvious. That is to warn Saba. The area around here already has an owner. After waiting for the lioness to leave, Saba climbed down from the tree. He goes to the cub, praying for the cub to survive. But the miracle didn't happen to this little leopard. Saba picks up the cub. Go far. He picked a tall tree and put the dead calf on the tree. The cruelest thing in the world. It is better to have a mother, to accept the death of their child. The child's record is coming. Many water sources are starting to dry up. Dry up almost all animals towards only. There are not many water sources. But Saba made his new nest. Holes are selected in dead trees in the science department away from water. After the loss of a cub, Saba started to become very cautious. Although food is scarce here, but for young buds. But it's a great place to hide. In the last month, the little guy has grown a lot. His appetite skyrocketed, but his mother has been hungry for a long time. Drought makes it difficult for Saba to hunt prey, but he had no choice. They can only leave the cubs where they are and go hunting on their own. The surviving pup is very cautious. He might even be afraid of a puppet. Birds passing by. But precisely because of this caution, just let him live until now. Saba has been crooked all day. He is getting further and further away from the cub. After dozens of hours of searching, Saba is in this poverty. Few prey were found on the land. He caught a head, 2 big wildcats. In this season of food scarcity, this is already very good. Saba didn't choose to eat it directly. Instead, pick up the prey and return to the nest. This is a very risky choice. Food is likely to be stolen by nearby wild dogs. Saba understands this too, but there is still a cub waiting to be fed at home. He had to take the food home despite the danger. Saba successfully returns to the lair. The little guy is starving. He couldn't wait to bite his mother. Bring back food. As the temperature rises again, water is getting scarcer. There's not much water left. Transform this continent. Almost all the animals gather. When hunters and prey gather in the same place. This place has become a purgatory. Saba also has to move closer to the water source at this time. But the pups can't survive near the water source at all. So he takes the cub to the water source, on a small hill nearby. Saba took advantage of the night to come to the water source in search of food. But it's too dangerous here. He is not qualified to. Lions and wild dogs compete for food. The little leopard is waiting anxiously on the hill. But a group of uninvited guests arrived. A pack of wild dogs came near his lair. The little leopard is not as lucky as last time. The wild dogs smelled him, then quickly surrounded. The little leopard learns a very practical skill. This will greatly increase his chances of survival. Wild dogs that can't climb trees can only give up. The lack of access to food was a real headache for Saba. If this continues, they will have a hard time surviving the dry season. Saba came to a dry quagmire. Try your luck. This is a place where wild dogs and lions. A place to look down on, but he seems to be in a quagmire. Found a chance to live. It's a big, fat, delicious catfish. After hiding the big fish, Saba didn't stop for a moment. Turned back again. This is a place that is despised by wild dogs and poodles. So much food is hidden. Saba must take these big fish as much as possible. Take it all away. To avoid future detection by other predators, he hung his prey on a high tree. In the next few hours, Saba didn't stop for a moment. Back and forth in this quagmire. So many catfish. To be able to help them get through these most difficult days, this mother and son are in a desperate situation.